Hello, I hope you guys are good. Yeah, I want to continue from the other lesson that we had, which was basically showing us how rigging is done behind the curtains. Today we are going to look at an automatic rig, and even with just this lesson, even if you have not looked at the other lesson, it's just good enough for you guys to start. So remember, I had changed my interface. Let me first go back to the interface that you people are used to. I will just go to the default. Yeah, this is the default interface. So this default interface I'm going to change and use. I'm just going to import here under the projects. I'll double click, or I could just go to File, Import. I import the file. So I'll import Manager Rigging. Yeah. So I import it as a composition, not as a footage. Then layer size. Okay. I'll say yes, say okay there. So this guy comes like that. Remember I told you that when we have caps lock, it does not usually work well. Forgive my background, the noisy background, but I think I'm very clear. My voice is clear. Yeah, so I'll remove the caps lock so that we're able to see our character here. So I do not need this second manager here, so I'll delete this. I'll just delete that. Then I'll go to Manager Rigging here. I will double click, and I have him here. So I'll go to the composition settings and change my background to white. Okay, and say okay. So yeah. Now remember I told you it's always good to first put these. I just put a few here just for you to see what I was trying to do. But here you can remove it on and off. These were anchor points these points were for the anchor points. So you make sure that in your Illustrator file you put these anchor points to make work very easy for you. So as of now I'll switch them off. Then I would want to see this character occupying this entire space. So I'm going to move this rig here. Perfect. So here we are good to go. This is our character, and we shall be able to rig him from here. Then the other thing we need the Duke Basso. Sorry, the Duke Angela rig. So I'll go to View. As of now, I don't need it. I just need to make sure that I have my anchor points in the correct place. So yes. Okay. So having brought this back, my anchor point, so I'm going to now start relocating this anchor point to where it's supposed to be. So I get this to the the anchor point tool, then I'll pick this and put it here. Okay, in that anchor point, then I'll go to the neck. The one for the neck is around here. Perfect. Then the one for the right hand is around here. Okay. Then the one for the right, we have this, then this. So I forgot to add this, but I know where it is. You could even test by holding rotate. So this is okay. It's also not as perfect. Maybe it should be around here. Okay. be around there. So there is okay, but that is not right. Maybe let me try to put it around there and see how does it behave. Okay, I feel like this hand should have gone a little bit lower. Like it was supposed to come a little bit down like this, around there. So around there. So when I do rotate, I just pressed P to get the position. So when I do my rotate, I can rotate it like that. So I think that is okay for learning, but I feel like maybe we would have done much better work there. Then I'll go to the arm. Then I'll move my anchor point to the arm here. So when I do the rotate on the arm, that is okay. Then you move to the torso. The rig for the torso is around here, around there, yeah. So that when it bends, when you press R, see that? So when it bends, I feel like that is okay. Then we'll go to the other hand, around here. We go to the next one, around there. We go to the next one, around there. So when you press rotate, so we've done this 3 times ever since we started, so you should be able to, should be easy for you. Yeah. Then you go to the next. The leg should be rotating from around there. The next one should be around here. So that when we rotate, I feel like it should have been a little lower. Try to put it in there. Try to put it in the center and see how. So this is not right. Maybe we put it a little bit lower here. So I would have made this a little bit better, but yeah, I think that is okay. Around there. So around there, and this, move it around here. It rotates like, sorry, I need to get the, I forgot to move the anchor point of this. So this, yeah, go to the next one. The hip should be around there. The hip should be around, is it there? The hip should be around here. So the hip should be around, well, it should be around here. Then this thigh around here. Then this definitely around here. And you press R. Do this. So it's just that I'm not having a lot of time. You should be able to set it and see that it's rotating well. So I think this rotation is okay. Yeah, maybe slightly a little bit higher. A bit lower. So I think that is okay. Yeah, with time, it's just that I'm not giving it much time, but with time I know you can actually do some much better work. So like that, eh? Yes, or slightly a little higher, just a little higher. Oh, something wrong. Yes, I've undone. I move it a little lower. Oh, just a little bit. Then for this, definitely it goes here. So that when you rotate, pressing R, now that is wrong. You want it to rotate from here, in the center here, like that. Well, maybe this rotation should have been around here, because this is where yeah, but this leg should have been connected up to inside here. Yeah, so just to continue a little bit, I will just do this. So having done that, we select the entire. I'm just reclosing this, and I'm going to select the entire, all these bonds. Then I'll go to window, and I'll open Duke Angela here. So when we're done with this, since we have Duke Angela here, Duke Angela can actually be, we can put it somewhere down here if we want, maybe just on the sides, like that. Yes. Though anyway, I prefer it being undocked, like this, so that I can move it to any direction I want. That is how I prefer it. So we select all, after choosing all the anchor points. Okay, you select all. Then we shall go, because we want to do an auto rig. Like earlier I explained that we have here some rigs. Here we do the manual rigging. Here we do the auto rigging. We shall go to humanoid. We double click. Then we have advanced human and simple. So advanced human has too many details. We shall only do a simple human. Then by double clicking, then you say ignore, and it does all the magic for you. As it's doing the magic, we just await to have it. It draws the rig automatically. So this means that you don't have to go through the other first process that I showed you. That was just an introduction. And this applies to all rigs. You can do it on chicken, birds, you can do it on anything. So it's doing the rigging for us. It's doing the rigging, and this takes about 2 minutes or 3 depending on your computer. Others 1, others seconds. So this is what they call a script. It means that someone has already done the work for you and you're just implementing the rig. You can see here we have the leg, we have the hip, the torso, we have the head, the neck, the hands. So it makes it very easy. It's just automatic and it is simple. Yeah, so it is currently done. So it has put this rig just beside this guy. So now it is just to move it, okay? So you can move the entire rig using the hip, and you bring it just in front of this guy. Okay, so it's just that I had not put these identifiers, but I remember that we had our hip was around here, our hip was around there. So make sure that you add these for every joint to make work easier for you. Then we shall start moving our I remember we had our back around there. Then we shall bring this guy here. So we're going to move this, the torso. This is the torso. So we can bring this around here. Our torso is going to be around here. This is the torso, this is the head. So this is our torso. This is our neck. So this will just go direct up to here. Okay? You put those circles over those other circles. So this is our torso. This bone here is our neck. So our neck begins from here up to here. So it goes up to there. Then our head goes up to around here. So this is our head. Then we'll bring this arm here. Also we bring this other arm here. We don't have a clavicle. Had we used the advanced rig, we would have a clavicle. Then we shall Now, the other time we were doing it manually, but here we just have to move our bonds to where we expect the work to be. So here, we put here. That bone comes from there to here. Same as this bone comes from there to around here. But now I don't remember where I placed it. So it may not come out as well, so well, but at least gives you a picture of. This gives you a picture. I was meant to be more accurate than this, but as you know, 1 plus 1 for a teacher, then you do the other equations. So this hand also comes there. Okay. Then this, the tip. Undo. So I want to select this tip. This tip comes here like this. So also this comes up to here. Then this is the tip. So I'm assuming this upper part is okay. Then I'll go down here. This hip, we put it around here. So this should have been around here. I'll hold Control and select it on its own and move it. Oh, this makes it bigger. Okay. Okay, anyway, this truth is that this hip should have been around here. Then I will change also the anchor point for this hip and move it here. Just get this anchor point. Now, by the way, even it's even easier when you put these bonds in the right places. It's easier to go back and correct the anchor points. You're going to just do some corrections using this very rig. Yeah. Then definitely, when I try to bring this, so here I use the selection tool, not that. So I'll use selection and bring this down to where they were. I feel like this should have been around here. Then this around here. Then this around here. Then this around there. Yeah, and we are good to go. So these arms I was not sure. So these arms I wasn't sure of. Yeah, I think it's okay. Then this one. I'm looking at anchor points there. The anchor point here, almost there. Yeah. So this, I'll get this. get this bone, I move it to that anchor point where it was, and this around there. Around here. So I'll also move this here, like that. So this is the most hectic part, but so I want to see the anchor point for this around there. So I'll just bring this around here, and this, so the anchor point is around here. So the differences aren't so much, so I also get this, so around here. The anchor point of this should have been here, but it's okay. So I'll get this, I'll select this and move it here. I'll also get this, move it here. So that's it. There. So we have our complete rig there, like that. So it is just placement, placing in the right places, placing in the right places. So when you're done with this, you're actually done with the rig. So remember what we did for connecting, the connections. So where do we start from? The connections I'm talking about are to do with what we were calling parenting. So let us do the parenting for this particular model. So we connect these to those ones. So we don't have anchor points, so I'll even just make this invisible. Just not isolate. So to make them invisible, you press this and make this one active. Okay? Not active, you make this one active. They will disappear. Yeah, when you unselect it, it will come back. So it has gone away. So the head goes with the head. So where is our head here? Just have to create more space. The head is parented to the head. Okay? The neck is parented to the neck. The torso is parented to the torso. The hip is parented to the what? To the hips. Okay? So now we want to see that this one, how did we name it? Right thigh. Then how is this one named? The one above. Thigh. You see that? So the thigh, the right thigh with the right thigh, also R. So right thigh. That goes together with the right thigh here. So I parent this to the right thigh here. Okay? Then the right leg goes after the thigh. We had it goes with this, the calf, and the foot goes with the foot. Okay, there is a naming program. We don't have a tip, so we can go away with that. Then we have the left thigh. The left thigh goes with this, with this. So the left with that thigh, then this, the calf, and here with the foot. Okay, so we are left with only hands. We are left with only hands. So the hands, the right hand. And try to rotate. Oh, okay. So the right arm, you just try these legs, rotate. So that is working fine. Let me start with this. Simple hand, human, left, with this other one. So our left hand, this left hand goes with left hand goes with this. Left hand, the left hand goes with the left arm. The left forearm goes to the next one, the forearm. The hand, this should have been hand, we shall say hand. So when you rotate here, very good. The next one, good. Okay. Yes, make sure you save your project. So I'm going to save this project. Save it as lesson 3. So this is now this hand starts from there. So this is the right. Okay. So the right hand goes with this. Then this goes to the next one. Now this goes with the arm. Then the next one goes with the forearm. And this one goes with the hand. We don't have an arm tip. Then the left. Where is the other shape? The shape is down here. So I think the hands are done, because when I do this and I check rotate, it's working well. Yeah. Next one, rotate. Oh, this is the spine. This rotate. Okay, so we forgot this arm. This arm goes with the hand. Rotate. Yeah. So there you're done. You can now come to so we're just doing the parenting for those. Then we shall now do the parenting for the legs. I think the legs are done as well, because when I rotate here, this is done. So that is done. So you're remaining with the torso. The hip was done. Yeah. Then what else? Is there anything that is not parented here? I'm double checking. The hip. The hip is not parented, so all other parts are parented apart from the hip. Then first take rotate. I feel like it's connected. Maybe this. That also is also. So I think there is a mistake here. This torso, this this hip should be connected to our hip. Yes, our hip should be connected to the hip. Yeah, and our torso should be connected to the torso. Yeah. So now when I do the torso, rotate. So I feel like I should hold control and move this downwards. Okay, wait. Okay, of course there is an error here. This should have been down. I mean, we had put a bone here. We had put our okay there, but I think I need to first remove the what? The parent. That would need me to unparent all these. It would require me to unparent all these. I think when I hold shift it does. Just want to move holding shift. I should be able to move. Hold shift and control. Okay, this is the only mistake. This should have gone here. This should have gone here. But now when I try to move it, it affects the entire body. But you get the idea. Let yours come here, because the bone comes here, and this is the entire torso. So there's going to be a problem with our walk. There's going to be a problem with our walk. unless if we first unparent all these. But I think I can still do that. I could, to make for better work, I can unparent. I can unparent. I can select this, unparent to none. Select this, unparent to none. Select this, unparent to none. Oh no 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 no. It's actually these that I need to unparent. Yes. These are the ones that I'm supposed to be unparenting. So let me first do that and unparent all of them. None. All these which are up, none, none, none. Yeah. The right hand, none, none. Also none. So for the thighs and the legs, it's okay. These are okay. And try to rotate. These are not affected, so we can leave those ones. So we shall just have to correct this. This should have come here like this. Okay, this is supposed to be parenting to this, but I removed the parent. So this parents to the torso. So I also need to say this parents to the torso, like that, so that when I move, they move together. Wait a minute. Simple human torso. Yes, should have been this to the simple human torso. This. So don't mind, these were just errors. So this comes up to around here. So in the original work, this was supposed to go around where we had put the bone. Then also this goes to where? Goes there. Then this is supposed to go there. Then this goes here. So we've made that correction. Whenever you make mistakes, you find yourself doing. But the main purpose was for me to put them back. But I'm happy that we got that challenge. So in the future, when you get that, make sure that this comes here like that. So I think I was in a rush. Now this, the hip. The hip is not parented to anything because it is the one that is carrying the entire rig. So now we need to put back these. So the head parents to the head. The neck parents to the neck. Okay. The right hand also parents to the right hand. Right, you see? Hand. So the right hand goes to the right arm, then the forearm goes to the forearm, and the tip goes to the hand. We don't have a tip, so the left hand goes to the left hand goes to, where is the left hand? Left here. Yes, goes to the arm. The forearm goes to the forearm. And this tip, which should have been the hand, goes to the arm. So here we are good to go. We can test. Yeah, that's okay. So having reached here you're done with the rig. So it's just a matter of now selecting all these and all these, selecting all of them at once. Then you go to auto rig. Auto rig gives you this option. Then you just say ignore. So it does the entire rigging by itself automatically. So just to rectify, the only error that we had made was the placement of this. So you make sure you place it where it was supposed to be. That's why it's very important to put the other anchor points from Illustrator. You put those anchor points so that you put them in the right place. Yeah. So it is doing the rig, it is adding the controls and everything that is necessary. So when you're done with this, you're ready. Actually, when you're done with this, you're ready to do animation. Yeah, it is very easy. So here we're going to do, after it is done with this rig, we're going to do just a sample of how you can animate. We are going to save two files, one is going to be for the walk. Yes. Then the other file, I'll maybe send it to you guys so that you can try it out using this very character. But I hope you've been working on your other characters. So it takes some time. It is baking the bones. There are 21 bones, so it has so far worked on 7. So let us just give it some time. When it is done, then yeah. And for those ones who are watching online on YouTube, we are sorry, we are not going to pause. Yeah, let us just wait, and yeah, it doesn't really take a long time. Yeah, so it is, what it is doing is that it is giving us controls and everything we need to animate this character. So you can see here it has added the head, it has added here the neck. It's going to give this hand a control, it's going to give the legs control. It's making sure that they're in the right position. This rig has an element of artificial intelligence. It's able to detect and see where these bones are supposed to be going in the right place. So it is at work, doing a lot of work in the background. So it is done with most of the other parts up. It is working on the legs, and you can see it has begun with the left leg. This process is actually an easy process, as long as you take your time to understand it. First and foremost, when you're in Illustrator, make sure that each layer is on its own. Then when you check here, you make sure that also here when you actually when you make sure that each layer is on its own. The other thing is that you make sure that you add the anchor points. We've realized that the anchor points are very important. Right from Illustrator, you add the anchor points. Then from there, when you also come to After Effects, you make sure that you do the what? Make sure that your model is parenting correctly. So the parenting is that each body parents with an object. So yeah, I just love the way it works, and it's going to be very easy. This character is getting ready for animation. This is the work that you would have done. There is a way you can do it manually, but I mean, why you put yourself for doing it manually when there is already an automatic rig that has already been put here? So it is done with the legs, and now currently working on the hands. You can see a controller here for the hands, controllers for the legs, controllers for the head, controller for the neck. I see it is testing and moving around things to see that it is working properly. you know, making sure the anchor points are correct. Yeah, this is an easy process. Last week we looked at the harder way, but I felt like that harder way was to introduce you to the program so that you get to know what you have to do. Yeah. It is done. It has added more controllers. Here you can see these are our controls. This is the body, the hip, the torso, the shoulder and neck, the head, the legs, and the arms. Yeah. Well, feels like somewhere maybe we didn't do it right, because I feel like this should be in the middle, but this would make more sense if the character was really facing us direct. So now it has done everything. Remember the other controls, you're asking me how does it do the hands? It does the hands automatically. So let me try to select one arm here and try to move it. I'm just dragging. So you can see here, this would be easier to animate. You just kill the hand there and it does the automatic animation. Okay, I'll undo that. Then I'll select this. Also, it does the animation properly. I want to greet someone, to greet. Okay, and yeah, so let us test the legs as well. So you see the legs, and you know, it does the perfect human eye care. You see, this is good. Well, for this, when you try to move it, you can see that it moves the entire body. Ooh, it has frozen. I hope it has been saving. It freezes whenever it is doing the auto save. So this going off, it means that there's something that is not right. Ooh. Illustrator has frozen. Okay, not Illustrator, After Effects. Okay. Now, I did undo twice. I think I've undone the entire rig. Oh God. So, yeah, those are the challenges that we face whenever we're working. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let me bring back my timeline. So where is the timeline? There's effects. I'll bring back the timeline. Yeah. So it had already done the entire process, but you see, as I was testing this, somewhere where I did undo twice. That is why it's misbehaved. So I just go to edit and I'll redo the auto rig. I just have to redo it and give it time to finish. So let me just leave the computer to do whatever it has to do, so that we don't have to face the other challenge again. Yeah, finally it is done. I hope it is done. I'll do my control 0. I'll just come and fit. Okay. So we don't need to see all these details. So this is ready for animation. We had already tested. If I do my rotate, you can see that my rotate can rotate the head. Yeah, like that. So when I select the neck, I can also do a rotate on the neck, and I'm able to have, you know. Yeah. So when I move that, it means that, you know, I'll have to move the head like that as well. So it cannot move, the neck cannot move on its own without affecting the head, but it gives you a picture. I'll undo. That is once, twice. I don't want to repeat the same mistake. Yeah. Definitely I'll save this. Yes. This should be 0. Yes. Then there's something I tested here and it was not working properly. Let me rotate this and see. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. But the only challenge I found is that this torso is not parenting properly to this bone. Okay, this torso is not parenting to the. So let me see what is the challenge. You see, the torso is parented to none, yet the torso is supposed to be connected to this bone. So you can still do it from here, by the way. Yes, you can still do it. So I'll get my torso here and connect it to the torso here. So it doesn't mean that I think we just skipped that. So next time when we are rigging, now when I select this and I try to rotate it, they move together. So that's how it's supposed to be, like that. Yeah. I like when I'm animating and I find these challenges when I'm rigging, and it makes your work easier it makes the work easier for you guys to understand. So still save this. Now there's some things that are made invisible, but again they are reshowing and affecting the work. So I will just undo this. Sorry. I just wanted these anchor points. I can make them disappear. We don't need them. So now we have so many things, and we don't need all of these. We don't need to see all these bonds and structures. So what do? Using this invisible, I think we need to make first. Now the invisible just makes them invisible here, but they are visible in the visibility is only here. This is solo. The only time when visibility is affected in our main preview is when we, for example, this is when, let's say I want this head to disappear, I would affect it by the visibility here, but I want it to appear in our main preview. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to just ghost them. So we have here, you can see this shape of a ghost. So I ghost them so that they disappear. So on ghosting, I'll just go to make sure that this ghosting is active. Okay, then these are the ghosts here. Okay, so I'll ghost all these layers. I don't need to see them. They are already rigged somewhere, so you can ghost all of them. Okay, they're disappearing here, but they're appearing here. Okay, well, I could also ghost the rig. I mean, I have my controls. My controls begin from here. Okay, so I don't need also the rig, so I can also ghost this, so that I only have only the what? Only the rig. Up to here. So I'll save this as a final rig. Save as final rig. This one for final rig. So that is our rig. Then I'm now going to save walk cycle. I'll say walk. The way we do a walk is the same as the way we do a run cycle. So I'll do a walk and save. So this is good. You wonder what this is for. This is for the body. Yeah. This is for now moving the entire body. You can see this guy is lovely. It's so lovely. When you have this, you can do all actions. All actions. Because now if I want him to squat, I can squat, make him squat. You see that? Yeah? This guy has, because of our hip, guy has a bump, so this is good. Now, what we are going to do is that we are going to make a walk, and the walk is very easy using the Duke Angela. Good things that we had already saved our walk, and we have also an extra file to always go back to in case we make any mistakes here. the file that we can always go back to. Sorry, I think it's the drive. Let me just remove the drive here. Yeah, so we'll come to Windows and go back to our Duke Angela. That is if you closed it. I had closed mine. So this is the arm, leg. So you have a leg. By the way, these controls, you can even move them to the sides. Like the icon, you can move this icon to the other side, like around there, so that it's easier to select. Also this, you can move this icon here. You can give it, here we're just moving the icon to the side for easy control. Yeah, we are not moving the anchor point, it's just the control. Also this hand, you can do the same. So let me also move this icon in the transform here. I can also move it to the sides around here. Perfect. Also this, all these icons can be moved to another location. So let me first do this. So the icon, transform icon, just around there. So here we are done. Well, if you don't want to see these bonds as well, you can remember the other, when you remove the ghost, you can just remove the ghost. For these particular bonds, I just have to make them invisible. I mean, like that. You can make them invisible. You don't need to see them. So maybe you will be more comfortable working like that. Yeah, so then I can ghost again. No, I can ghost once again and remain with only. So here this is now the rig. Without seeing the bonds, just the controls. So now I'll select all these. This is for the work now. Select all the bonds, all the controls, sorry. Then I told you that we had yeah, this is licensed. Come here to the animation. These are the bonds, these are the links, the constraints. So what the other thing did for us, we did this part. This is for the bonds. We did the linking automatically. Then it did the controls automatically. Now even we can do the animation. We can just automate. So having selected these bonds, I look for, we have wheel, move away, we have walk or run cycle. You see the walk? So you can select it and it does the magic for you. So it is doing the work in the background for us. So you just have to be patient and wait for it to finish. So it is also, this is also automated. You're making the automation easy for yourself. But again, remember, this is just for the first, this automation I'm making it for you for the first animation. Now I'm also going to demonstrate how do we animate, how do we actually do animate in After Effects. Yeah, so this is the automatic animation. It is doing the work automatically. So by the end of, at least the end of this course, you should be able to do a work cycle.